What's up, family? Back with another episode of Culture Minute. You already know what time it is, 247liveculture.com. I'm Omar Cook.
And I'm Adonis Armstrong.
And I'm Gentel Cherie. You already know we have the hottest topics coming to you. First and foremost, we're about to give it up to our girl Beyoncé. She is on her Renaissance tour, and I'm telling you, she did her thing. I went to the LA concert. She brought out Diana Ross, Kendrick Lamar, Blue Ivy. Her and her mother did their thing. It was just amazing. And then on top of that, when Beyoncé was also in California, she became the honorary mayor of Santa Clara for the day. So, I mean, she's really putting it on.
Of course, they had to make her honorary mayor, huh? You know what I'm saying? Queen B, right? You know, I seen everybody posting on the gram, you know, at the concert, dressed up in their silver outfits and whatnot. My mom and sisters and them, they went to, you know, looked like a dope event. Of course, Beyonce always puts on a dope show. You know, great theatrics, great backup dancer. She's a dope performer. So it's dope to see her out in LA doing her thing.
Yeah, facts. I mean, it's Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? The Beehive, I know they was in full effect. I mean, I loved it. I love seeing the pictures on the gram of everybody dressed in Renaissance attire, cowboy gear. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I love about Beyonce too. You know, she's from the South, Texas, you know, Cowboys. So big respect for Beyonce and honorary mayor. They're just a testament to what did she do for the community and things like that.
Yes, I agree. And another celebrity who's doing good things for the community is Diddy. He just donated $1 million to JSU's development program. And not only that, he's also receiving his flowers at the VMAs coming up, where he will be receiving the Icon Award. This is just amazing, just to see a person that's still alive get their flowers. He's done so much in the industry, from building up the biggest artists that we know of still till this day, and just giving back to the community. So I think it's well deserved.
Yeah, Diddy's been making a lot of headlines lately, you know, for a lot of positive things. You know, he also just gave back the publishing rights to his Bad Boy artists with Notorious B.I.G., Faith Evans, The Lox, Mace, 112. And this number that's being reallocated to these artists is somewhere in the hundreds of millions. You know, that's a lot of money that's going to be dispersed back into these people's hands. And that's big on Diddy to give back, because a lot of these labels, you know, they kind of hoard these people. They kind of get these people trapped up in these deals, and these artists don't receive the money that they deserve. So big ups to Diddy for looking out for the artists on Bad Boy, and also big ups to him for keeping his word and donating $1 million to JSU, showing love to HBCUs. You know, shout out to JSU, but you already know what time it is. SU in the building, you know what I'm saying? HBCU love, you know. But we need more people that's in this position, you know, to give back to HBCUs, because a lot of these schools suffer from underfunding and lack of resources. So it's dope to see him put his mouth where his money is, you know what I'm saying? Or his money where his mouth is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, big ups to Diddy. You know, he's doing, you know, great things, positive things, especially for the HBCUs. And I think he actually donated an extra $1 million to Howard as well. So he graduated from Howard, you know, so I wouldn't expect nothing less from him. To the VMAs, I mean, Diddy, he was all over the VMAs growing up, you know, from 1997 to 2005, when he was on there constantly making hits, giving the rights back to the artists. That's an amazing thing. I know it might not seem like much right now, but at the same time, people have to continue to generate their music on streaming, and that's how they will get funded in that nature. So that was still a testament of giving back, because some record labels, they don't give it back. You have to pay to get it back. And I'm talking about a greater fund, you know, so that's a big ups for him for doing that. And, you know, HBCU, you know, I'm from Jackson, but I signed to SU, you know what I'm saying? So, but big ups to Diddy. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, big ups to Diddy for sure. And big ups to our proud sponsors, 247 Live Culture. And we are back with some more Culture Minute hot topics for you. Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, he is killing the hater talk. And if you are hating, you really just are a hater, because he just won his first game as a college coach for the Buffaloes in Colorado. So, I mean, he's doing his thing. I was excited to see the wins. I know a lot of people are saying, like, well, he coached at JSU. What is he going to do in Colorado? Well, look what he did with his son on the field, scoring touchdowns, winning games, beat the NCAA runner-up TCU. I mean, come on. He's Deion Sanders. He's Coach Prime for a reason.
Yeah, what Deion is doing over there, first of all, what Deion is doing in college football, period, is legendary. What he did turning around that Jackson State program, and the time that he did in recruiting the type of players that he had, that was major. You know what I'm saying? And real football people and real athletes know that it didn't matter what school he was going to go to. He was going to get the recruits. You know what I'm saying? And Colorado was 1-11 last year. They were one of the worst teams in the NCAA. And for him to come in and completely revamp that team through the transfer portal and really get some guys that can really bind to the system, you know, I believe is his slogan, and come out the first game in a game that nobody predicted them to win the game, you know, against, like you said, runner-up the national championship, TCU, to go into Texas into a rowdy crowd and defeat them in the way that they did. I mean, they've got some weapons over there. Dylan Edwards dropped 4 touchdowns. Travis Hunter, I mean, the number 1 recruit, we expect nothing less. You know what I'm saying? He played both games, both sides of the ball. One of the greatest games ever, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And that playing that Texas Heat over 100 snaps, I mean, that's unreal at a Division I level. That's Heisman hype. And also, you know, big ups to Shadur Sanders, his son, for dropping over 500 yards. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, both Sanders, you know, Shiloh Sanders had 10 tackles and whatnot. So big ups to the Sanders household. I know they partied that night and had a big celebration. And shout out to Deion for creating a new culture over there. And like you said, silencing the haters. And it's just going to continue. You know, this is literally just the first season. I can only imagine what seasons 2 and season 3 are going to look like after he gets his hands on some true recruiting time to be able to get on the road and get the recruits that he really wants in that building. And it's exciting times to see, you know, a new program like that. And I always love seeing, I guess I wouldn't even call Deion an underdog, but, you know, the underdog per se. You know what I'm saying? If you really know football, you know Deion's a winner, and we expect nothing less.
Yeah, Coach Prime, big ups to Coach Prime. Like you both stated, like first off, they was 21-point underdogs following and going into the game and win 45-42 on the road in Texas. You know, I'm from the South, so I know the heat was hot. And you know, Colorado, it doesn't really get that hot as Texas, so it's a different atmosphere. And then people are rooting against him, like they want him to lose. Like he's so confident and believes in himself that much, people really want him to lose. You can't really hate on that. He went in, revamped the program. They was 1-11 last year. They already 1-0. You know, and that's a big win, a big statement. Now they're in the top 25. Hope he can keep it up. And I'm rooting for him, you know what I'm saying? Because if I was in college, that's who I would want to play for. I mean, he's a true stand-up guy when it comes to coaching. He mean what he say. He talked that talk and he walked the walk. You know what I'm saying? And all players, Omar, know, you want to play for a coach like that. You know what I'm saying? You want to play for a coach like that. So if the defense can get better, it's going to be very, very scary for him. You know what I'm saying? It's just year 1. You know what I'm saying? Year 2 might go crazy.
Facts. And it's definitely going to go crazy. Another thing that's going crazy is Jay-Z. He is taking the producer chair again with another Netflix film. This is The Book of Clarence. He has the major film actor Lakeith Stanfield playing a lead role in it. It should be good. I'm excited. Everything that Jay-Z, I feel like he touches turns into gold. So I already know this is going to be a hit. And it's going to be around biblical times in Jerusalem. And we actually get to see Black people playing in these roles. Growing up, I remember just seeing different races, and nothing's wrong with that. But to see us actually in these roles, it gives something for people who are younger than us to grow up and see that, you know, we were we were around too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jay-Z is definitely exercising his, his talents as a mogul, more so in these days, rather than just a rap artist. And that's dope to see him producing once again another film that's going to have a star-studded cast with great actors like Tiana Taylor, Alfred Woodard, Lakeith Stanfield, and R.J. Seiler. A few of these actors who played in his previous film. This is going to be dope to see, like you said, see Black people in biblical roles. Because oftentimes, you already know, they try to whitewash history and show the opposite. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope that he's portraying it this way. You're gonna have some people that are gonna obviously hate on the film and have some backlash from it. Some people are gonna call it blasphemy. Some people are may even they're gonna bring up the topic of race, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't make everybody happy. But I for one am excited to see it. I'm excited to see the talent. I mean, Tiana Taylor's been doing her thing, acting wise. She was just in White Men Can't Jump, and she's going crazy, across the board. And obviously Lakeith Stanfield is a hell of a talent, so this should be a dope film to see, and I can't wait.
Yeah, Jay-Z, he produced some classics. I mean, Paid in Full, The Harder They Fall, a Netflix classic. So Jay-Z, he definitely has a hand in Hollywood in different aspects. So I believe I'm happy to see it too, because you want to see authenticity in movies. And the biblical era, it looks like us. So I want to see that on screen. So that's going to be a blessing, because I remember growing up watching a lot of stuff, even African Egyptian movies, and they're not us. And I'm like, really? So appreciate him for showing the representation that needed. So I commend him on that, and I know it's going to be a dope movie. Yes,
for sure. Can't wait till it comes out. So I got some good news, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are excited about this too. BET, they just announced the iconic hip hop show is about to be a documentary, Rap City. I know y'all remember The Basement on BET had all the up and coming rappers, the rappers that were like in the game, and it was just something for the culture. We would turn it on, and watch it.
Yeah, this is major. Rap City was a huge part of the 90s kids' childhood, late 80s kids, seeing it growing up, coming home or watching Rap City. We need shows like that again, to where we can really appreciate rap music at its finest, but we got to see some dope artists come in the basement. Lil Wayne, Cameron, Lil Bow Wow hopped on the mic. He had an iconic freestyle on there. The list goes on, 50 Cent. I mean, some legendary freestyles in that basement, and I'm excited to see it, the behind the scenes and how it was made and whatnot with the documentary. And we need to get, like I said, we need to get back to these type of shows. We used to have shows like Yo MTV Raps, 106 in Park, Ceaches World, those types of shows. So I for one will be tuning into the documentary, and I know there's a whole generation of people that are growing up today that didn't get to grow up watching Rap City and get to see these types of shows growing up on TV. It's just YouTube. You just go see your favorite video and whatnot. But it was something to see when you come back from commercial break and Lil Wayne's on the mic. About to go crazy. So this is gonna be dope to see, and I can't wait.
Yeah, Rap City in the Basement, man. That was childhood. Fresh out of school, do a little homework. Now I got to watch Rap City in the Basement and 106 in Park. It was standard. You know what I'm saying? You was rushing from the bus to go see Rap City with Big Tigger, with who was coming up, because it was, independent artists on the rise. Because 106 in Park was probably like the stronger show, but then Rap City was like the emerging artist that eventually blew up. So I used to love, watching them freestyle in the basement. Lil Wayne put the bandana over the mic. I mean, Ludacris was going crazy on there. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be tuned into the documentary, because we definitely need shows like that to represent us. You know what I'm saying? Not just figuratively stuff. We just need real shows to come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, facts. And I'm glad, Big Tigger is leading on this, because he was really the foundation for a lot of these things that we're seeing out here. So to see him back, on our screens, I know he's still doing his thing, but to see him really in the forefront again, it's refreshing to see. So yeah, that was your Culture Minute for the week. I am Jantel Shuri.
And I'm Adonis Armstrong.
And I'm Omar Cook. You already know what time it is. Coach Minute out. We'll see you next time.
Tap in.